This is me. The name is Muzi. This is me building my AI and automation business in public. Basically, I'm going to be restructuring these videos. What I was doing before was like way too unstructured. I'm trying to bring more structure into it, but I'm way too lazy to like have anything like real and concrete. So I'm just gonna be doing these slideshows from now on. I'm gonna try and keep them below 15 minutes at least for the first 3 months of my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel isn't verified yet. And like okay, there's a whole story behind that. I might tell you one day, but let's go. You might be wondering, why is everything gray? Why are you gray? That doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that I'm just gonna start. So my name is Muzi, as I said before, and I'm trying to build my AI and automation business in public. My main goal right now is to help 1,000 people make their first 1,000 online using with AI and automation. I just realized you might not even see my face. I'm like in complete darkness right now. It's nice to meet you. Okay, let's just go. So, what did I plan to do before the start of the day? Well, before the start of the day, what I had to do was two things. The first one was follow up on a project that I'm working on with I guess you could say, a collaborator. His name is Tayab. I might be butchering his name, but yeah. So the guy gave me a project to do. Basically, was to build an agent that could do research based on URLs. I managed to do that in like a few hours. I sent that back to him, and then he gave me a different one. He was like, "No, this was not what we spoke about. Actually, what I need is something totally different that doesn't scrape all websites. It only scrapes a single one, collects all that data into a database, and then allows someone to like query it." So what I managed to do, basically with that in mind, and this was like later on in the day, because okay, I'll tell you what I did later on in the day anyway. But yeah, I was going to follow up on him, like with him, to find out what exactly, like which site he wanted me to scrape and so on and so forth, because I didn't know. But yeah, and then I also had to finish a project plan that I was working on for a contact named David. He was a potential client who seems to be a very, very good who seem to be a very good option for me right now, and things are working out really well. I gave him a project plan. Okay, I'll tell you what happened next. So, what are the unexpected moments, challenges, and surprises that happen? So basically, how I structure my days is I wake up in the morning and then I go for a run like at 5 a.m. ish. Actually, I pray like 3 times a day, and my prayer sessions, they take 30 minutes, because I don't just pray, I also like write in my journal. And what I do is, just like when I'm writing my journal, it's an intentional way of like restructuring the way I think about the things that happened before. And I do it on purpose, just to make myself understand the true reason why things happen. They don't happen for anyone but me, and this might sound like something kind of arrogant, but it's super true. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. Like everything in life is all about perspective, and that is just my perspective right now, and that perspective is working for me. Like, it's making me realize that things don't just happen. Like, there's a reason for everything, and I'm cherishing every single moment because of it. So yeah, I went for a run, came back, started working at like 8ish, because today was a Sunday, and so I had to do like a bit of chores and whatever. Yesterday was like an event at my home. Currently living with my mom, and so basically how the event went was like, it was like a cultural kind of thing where um, my nieces and nephews were getting accepted into the lineage, I guess you could say. So we had to sacrifice a goat, we had to sacrifice some chickens. It was a whole thing, and like I was like playing a real big role, which was really impressive. I never thought I could do something like that, but like yeah, it's really it's making me very happy to like be able to deliver those kinds of transformations. So beyond this, yeah, okay. So after coming back, I started work. So I continued the project plan, which is something I've been working on like for the whole week already. sort of researching which services to use, which APIs to use, and so on and so forth. And then after sort of coming to a conclusion on like which one to actually take, I delivered the project plan, and then I also just recorded a video because like I'd already done the demo, and then I sent it to the guy Dave. Hopefully looking for a response from him. He lives all the way in like New Zealand, so like I was gonna wait for the response. That was fine. I'm okay with waiting. I ended up just moving on to working on Tayyab's thing. Ended up figuring out a way to scrape websites, right? And then what actually happened was I ended up realizing that the data that I need to scrape is way too big. So I wanted to figure out a way to recursively scrape things in n8n. I tried to like set up some kind of self-calling workflow, but that seemed to like somehow break. I even came up with a concept of like creating two workflows that are actually the same workflow that just call each other every single time. It sounds so crazy when I thought about it. Like I was wondering if I could like create some kind of infinite loop. But yeah, okay, beyond that, yeah, that was just an interesting challenge that I came to. I ended up sort of like understanding that right now, with my understanding, I might not be able to solve this in like a really short amount of time. So I decided to just look for some scraping tools that could do things recursively. Came across Scraper API, but Scraper API is not like very good at recursive things. Moved on to Appify. Already had an account. Found one of the services that they have there, which is called Web Scraper, and then I ended up just using it for the scraping, the recursive scraping. And right now it's still running, probably. It might stop running at any time, but who knows. Once it stops running, I'll grab all of that data and then put it into the agent, and then have all I have to do is just make sure that I put out like some kind of structured output passing mechanism that would sort of force the agent to format the output in a certain type of way, so like for the user. So that was basically what I worked on. Those were the most surprising moments, I guess you could say. It wasn't really that surprising, it was just a hustle, but like I managed to solve everything I wanted to solve, which was very exciting for me. What were the best and worst parts of the day? I mean, for me, the best part was probably the part where I was able to like record the demo for David, because it was like a week coming. Like I'd been working on this for a week, and like just finally being able to send that, I was like, yes, finally. So yeah, I mean, that was like a massive thing for me. And there was a time where I just thought it was impossible. Like there was a time, I think Thursday, where I thought like it might not be possible to do this kind of dynamic this sort of it's document generation, but it's for invoices, so it's like dynamic invoice generation. Kind of insane, but I managed to figure it out, so I'm very happy. The worst part of the day, I don't really think I had one today. I mean, beyond this, I was like kind of chefing up in the kitchen as well. Like I cooked up a goat head, and then I cut it up with my nephew, and then we served it up for like all the boys, and then everyone just ate together. It was really, really exciting. Today was a very good day. How did this experience change me or my perspectives? Well, basically, it made me more confident, made me understand my capabilities, made me understand just how much like the mentality game actually counts for. I used to think mentality was maybe 20 to 30% of this, and like most of it was just skill, but mentality is actually like 90%. And I say this because you don't know you have skill until you decide you have skill. Like until you decide you have capacity, that's only when you have capacity. What I mean is, you put like I was asking my nephew a question a few days ago. I was like, yeah, do this, and then he said no, right? He said, oh no, I'm not going to do this. I asked him why he didn't want to do something like this, because it was just a simple thing. It was like I was just asking him to do something very simple, because like I don't want to go into the gory details, but we were cutting up goat meat, okay, and he didn't want to hold the meat, like the bloody meat. It was like too bloody. And then I reframed the situation, and then he ended up just touching it, and then after touching it, he ended up just like getting over it very quickly. And then I ended up reminding him later on of what he was capable of. Even like afterwards, like he didn't want to eat the meat, and then he ended up eating the meat because I just reframed it. So at the end of the day, like everything is just about mentality. Everything is just about how you frame it in your mind. Um, if before I thought I was like somewhat capable, and now I know just how capable I am, and like the more of these problems I solve, the more I know just how capable I am. It's just like these videos as well. Like the more I make, the better I am on camera. This isn't even like something complex or anything. I might actually be going over time here. Let me check the time. Okay, it's only been like 10 minutes. Okay, so that was basically just how the experience changed me, and like how it made things better, I guess, for me. And yeah, my perspective, like it's like I understand just how capable I am now, and I feel like I feel like I'm only going to get more capable, just with because like I'm going to be forcing myself to like solve more problems because I love problems, and that's just that's just who I am. So what's next? Well, basically I was looking at everything that I could do. So now that I've managed to do this for Dave, that was almost like a lot of the workflow that we had managed to get done. He said he was gonna get back to me with like on the plan. He was gonna get back to me tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to like a response. And then beyond that, I'm looking to start automating clipping because like I'm on WAP now, so I figured I might as well just get active on there. I wanted to, because like you have to have some kind of value proposition. I want to deliver the transformation of giving people the ability to clip videos for free. I'm in this school community where it's this guy is called Stephen G. Pope, and he made a framework. I guess you could call it an API, a service package kind of thing. I ended up hosting that on a service called, what is it? It's not Render, it's Cloud something. But yeah, now I think I want to use it to make clips of people's videos, and I think I'm gonna start developing it like right after I'm done with this video. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult. How I'm planning it out is I wanted to be I wanted to grab a video, I wanted to transcribe a video, and then I wanted to feed that transcription into an AI model. And then how I want the AI model to like work with it is to basically read that, and then to find the most insightful pieces of that transcription, and then sort of feed that back to me along with the chunks. So along with the transcription chunks, basically the seconds of the video that actually occurs over there, I'm going to be feeding that into the clipper, and then it's going to give me those clips, and then I'm going to feed that into a cropper, which is going to crop the video perfectly for a mobile only content type of stream. And then I'm going to be posting those videos on TikTok and YouTube and whatever, and then I'm going to be putting those links up in content rewards and whatever. So yeah, it sounds simple when I'm saying it, but like it's never really this simple to develop. But the nice thing is I don't think it's going to be taking me that long. Another bonus is the fact that I could like use this, like I could sell this to people, because like clipping is a powerful thing, and like if I set it up, if I get up and running, I could like start creating these videos and pushing them out. That's gonna be really good for me. So I feel like I've been yapping for too long. Okay, I haven't been yapping for too long. This has been me building my AI and automation business online, in public, right in your face. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, which is probably tomorrow.